I can't think of any research that could come out that would lower my confidence in the conviction that capitalism has to be destroyed. I believe that in order for the humanity to continue, we must dismantle capitalism.
Okay. Dismantle capitalism. We can talk about that if you want.
Okay, do you have any questions you want to ask? Or is it...
Yeah, I'll ask questions.
Okay,
So, could you define capitalism?
Sure,
What is
capitalism is the economic system where the ruling class control the means of production and exploit the surplus labor value of the working class, which means that everything is commodified and we are more set up to pursue profits over human care. It leads to the horrible wealth disparity that we have, that is currently growing, as well as the privatization and inaccessibility of public services and human needs that continues to happen.
Okay, so let me just recap and make sure I'm hearing what you say correctly. So capitalism is this system where like there's this ruling class who owns the means of production, and like so the other people don't have access to that or are limited in their access to that.
Sure.
And this causes harms in society like income inequality and inaccess to
healthcare, housing,
and public
education, food, water, all of the things that you need to survive as an individual and as well as a collective. And it's the focus on the individual and their pursuit of profit over the needs of all of humanity.
So there's a focus on the individual as opposed to like a collective?
Yeah.
As opposed to a collective. So what I'm hearing you say is if we focus more on the collective well-being, we would get that collective well-being more efficiently or quicker or
more
without...
humanely. I mean, so for instance, what report just came out recently that now like the 1%, the richest 1% in the world own like 90% of the wealth, whereas the rest of the world has like barely anything. Since the 70s, wages have stagnated or gone down, adjusting for inflation, whereas the cost of education, healthcare, and other services has dramatically increased, and pay for CEOs has gone up like 950%.
Yeah, so
and that is an unsustainable system if we want the world to continue without mass war and collapse.
Okay. So you feel it's unsustainable, like if we continue along this path, it will kind of collapse and no one will really have anything at that point. Okay. And could I get a sense of your confidence that this is the case? This is real and true?
Oh,
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. And like, what's the main reason why? Like, there's a lot of what here. What's like the main reason why?
The main reason why I believe that? From research and the evidence that I see.
Okay.
The wealth disparity is a fact, or the wealth inequity is a fact, and the difference between what the richest 1% own as opposed to the bottom 99% globally own or have access to is just staggering. And I've read enough and I've researched enough and I've been a student of history and economics to understand what's happening.
Gotcha. Thanks. Is there any research or evidence you could find out to lower your confidence about this? I'm not saying this is not true or this is the case. I'm just wondering what could lower your confidence.
I don't think so. I mean, I I can't think of any research that could come out that would lower my confidence in the conviction that capitalism has to be destroyed. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that would dissuade me. Yeah.
So what would have to be true, or what would have to be different about reality in order for capitalism to be a good system?
It would have to have a different definition. Like, I get, it's sort of like, I don't know if anything. It would have to be a completely different universe. Like, I guess someone could, I don't know, I can't think of anything.
Is there some kind of experiment we could run with, like, say, a capitalist society and another society, let them run for like 100 years, see how they're doing by the end of 100 years in terms of like the metrics of wealth related to just happiness and well-being, accessibility to public services? Could it be possible a capitalist system might have just the same amount or more as another type of society after 100 years?
I guess if an experiment like that were run, yeah, no, I don't know. I think I've seen enough evidence to. I think if someone wanted to come up with a different definition of capitalism, then fine. But yeah, no, I don't see any. I don't see any way for that to be disproven.
Yeah, I'm like just thinking hypothetically, like if we ran that experiment and a capitalist society had lots of positive things, would that change your confidence about it? What would change your confidence?
Well, I think we've already run that experiment. I mean, the United States has been capitalist for hundreds of years, and there have been positive things that have come out of it compared to feudalism.
Yeah.
Compared to the divine right of kings, sure. But like I think that experiment has been run, and the benefits are outweighed by the negatives.
Okay. Most of our time, like, so what would be the more, like, what would be a better system, like a better alternative to capitalism nowadays?
Well, I think socialism, I think that still is being experimented with. I think socialism is the alternative we have to reach for. And it can look like a lot of different things, but the system we have now is unsustainable from a humanity standpoint as well as a just ecological standpoint. It's draining resources, and that isn't something that is just a matter of opinion. Like, we are draining resources, and we are getting closer to the brink of like wars and water depletion and other natural resource depletion, and that leads to political and economic instability and then violence. So we have to completely overhaul the system and do something differently.
Gotcha. So you're saying, yeah, capitalism has been tested over like hundreds of years. Has like socialism been sufficiently tested to figure out if it's a better system?
I don't think it's been sufficiently tested, no, because no country exists in a vacuum. So even countries that have tried socialism have still been operating within a global scale where they have to interact with other countries that aren't socialist, and a lot of them have then been crushed by capitalist superpowers like the United States, like all of Latin America and a lot of Asia.
So you're saying if we tried to test a socialist society, the surrounding capitalist societies would prevent that or mitigate that?
Yeah, I mean, it has happened. Like, during the Cold War in Latin America, the United States systematically, either through a CIA-backed coup or or arms deals or just invasions, we systematically remove from power different socialist leaders and replace them with dictators who were more sympathetic to our capitalist interests. Happened in Chile and Argentina and pretty much all of South America and Central America. And also in Iran. I mean, that's why the Iranian Revolution happened, because there was a socialist president who we ousted with a CIA-backed coup, and we put the Shah in power. And then 20 years later, there was the Iranian Revolution to remove the Shah from power and make it another religious dictatorship.
Okay, so maybe like last question. If we could properly test a socialist society, what kind of result after a certain amount of time, a sufficient amount of time for that society, would cause you to revise your position on this?
One that would outlast my lifetime, so I don't think I could really say.
Okay. So
these are pretty long game experiments, and people don't live that long.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that was very nice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lauren. It was very, very nice.
Good luck. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too. See you.